I gotta cut this fan off. Okay. Okay. All right. I saw this thing. I saw this lady on TV on RuPaul's show, and she was using your line. I think her name is Ganache, something Ganache. Wait a minute.
Silky Ganache.
Silky Nutmeg Ganache.
Yeah.
And she won, and she kept talking about, well, if you don't have at least 22 inches, you're practically, bitch. So I went today and went and got 32 inches. Look at my shit. Oh,
you got 32 inches? Damn.
Look at my shit.
Damn,
and girl, let me tell you something. I ain't had this shit on for 5 minutes. I'm already sweating like R. Kelly in the playground. You hear me? This motherfucker hot. Hey, y'all, get your hands together for an influencer, for an actress. I didn't know she was a comedian until I watched her do the Queen's Supreme Court. She's funny as fuck. She makes it happen. She's got a huge following. She knows everybody, and she's funny, and she's real. Get your hands together for Miss T.S. Madison. We in the house
together. I can't hear you, motherfucker. Put y'all motherfucking hands together for a bitch, for a real bitch out
That's
here.
Right, that's right, that's right. I'm so honored to have you here. Thank you.
Baby, listen, you talking about something you honor. I am extremely honored. You know, you's a big name out there. I'm just trying to get my feet wet. You feel me?
Shit. I want to get my feet wet like you get your feet wet. You got over 500,000 people following you. What did you do? How did you make that happen?
I ran through the backyard naked and told the people that was chasing me. You got on the wig. You put that wig up and you take all them clothes off and put your track shoes on and run your ass through the backyard naked, honey. You gonna get 500,000 motherfuckers following your ass.
Them numbers going up, huh?
All the way up.
I'm tempted to do that shit. I want the numbers that bad. I might.
Listen, the numbers gonna go up on a Tuesday, okay?
I love you. You are just joyful energy. You know, I mean, I've watched like maybe 30 things that you've done, and in each thing, you just power, light, just joke, just comedy, just fun. Oh, the titties are fabulous. Come on now. The titties are off the chain, and that's important.
I'm high on my titties tonight. I'm high on them tonight. Listen. What you gonna do with that wig when you get through with it? Can you put it through the screen? Let me have it.
I know one thing. I'm taking it off right now. Though.
Slide that bitch off.
Lord.
Woo! Oh my God.
Well, look. I wouldn't spend money on this bitch today. Look. Look at that big ass wig. When I saw you do that 22 inches or you bald bitch, I said I'm going. Hey, that's my baby. What's her name? Oh, they say the Maddie Mob is in the house.
Yeah, the Maddie Mob in the building. You already know.
The Maddie Mob is in the house. Woo, woo.
Woo, 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 woo. The Maddie Mob in here.
I just want to be able to roll like you while you doing this show.
Listen,
you know?
Man, you done did all kind of legendary shit. You done did House Party. You done did everything, man.
I'm having fun.
You done did Poetic Justice. How was it? What was it like looking at Janet Jackson's ass when it was? Did you look at it?
Fabulous. Oh, I looked. I ain't gonna be there and not look. Couldn't touch. Couldn't get close to her. You know, back then, she had a lot of security. You know, but I hung with all the folks. Like Tupac was so cool, so down to earth. You know what I'm saying? Of course, Joe Torre was cool as hell. So and Regina King was cool. Janet was cool, but you couldn't really get near her. You know, she always like stayed, you know, in her little cabin, or she do go to the set. But when she walked past you, she spoke to you. She was cool. She was sweet.
Listen, when she spoke to you, did you hear? Did she say,
I'm doing this. What? What, bitch? What?
Hi.
I love it.
Hi.
Well, here's my first question. We were trying to figure out what the hell does TS mean when you say TS. My wife said it meant topside. And I said, no, you don't look like you topside. You look like you more like the bottom side, but then that'd be BS, which would be bullshit. So it couldn't be that. What is it?
Well, I mean, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes it can mean, it mean a whole lot of stuff. But for me, it means, you know, too much stuff, talking shit. It means tropical storm. You know what I'm saying? I'm a little storm, but you make me mad, I turn into a hurricane like a motherfucker on your ass. You know?
I love it. I love it.
The general term, like back in the day when I was involved in lewd and lascivious acts in the job when I was playing with the dark arts, you know, because back in the day I used to play I used to play in the dark arts. I used to play with wands. Okay, you know.
Yes.
Harry Potter magic.
I see.
Okay, and we would have to distinguish, you know, who was the witch and who was the warlock. So that meant, honey, the witches was the warlocks, honey, had the wands. So, you know, it's very much so. TS means transsexual.
So you would, okay, and that's funny because my publicist, I want to give her a shout out, Pam.
That's my
Pamela
girl,
Broussard.
Pam.
She said she thought that's what it meant. I said, well, I don't believe that because that's like you identifying yourself. I never heard anybody say, hi, I'm Gay Bob. So I was like.
Well, see, for me, like we had to distinguish who was selling cock and who was selling pussy.
Oh.
You know, well, wait a minute. Hold on. I kind of made that up because I kind of fucked that one up because I actually was selling both of them motherfuckers.
Come on.
Just trying to figure out who was genetic and who was man-made. And you know, I don't mind. See, now I gotta tell you this.
Tell me.
With me, you can do a lot of joking. You can joke about stuff with me, but like with the whole trans thing, the whole trans movement, gotta be it's very delicate. It's
sensitive.
It's very delicate. It's very sensitive and stuff like that. You know, and I myself have gotten in lots of hot water because everything is comedic for me, so I can do a play on. Well, honey, you get what I'm saying? I know what kind of chick I am. I'm a chick with a stick. If you like to lick a Chico stick, I'm the bitch to call. You know,
that's right. That's right.
There are girls that may not make that type of joke because, you know, it's very sensitive for them. So for me, it's not that sensitive. So you ain't got to treat me delicate, honey. You get right on in it, stick the dick in and see if the doo-doo come out, bitch.
You know, and a similar thing for me is that I'm an addict. I'm a crackhead. So I did crack 23 years. I have 9 years sobriety. But I go to meetings, but I ain't anonymous. You know, you're supposed to be anonymous. I talk about the shit everywhere. They don't like it because I don't give a fuck. Every place I go, I tell people I'm an addict because I feel like if you're an addict and you're struggling with it and you see I got to the other side, that helps you. So I'm not keeping it to myself. So it's kind of similar in what you just go ahead and do your thing.
Yeah. Listen,
and you say I can ask anything. Here's the big question.
Okay, I don't give a fuck whether you accept me or not. You get what I'm saying? It's up to you because I can't change me. It's up to you if you're going to deal with me or you're not. You know what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, I talk so freely and heavily about my past is because I've been delivered from that, truly delivered from that.
Okay.
You know, not like that Pentecostal queen that was over there talking about she was delivered. But, you know, that's but I've truly been, you know, delivered from that. And, you know, and it gives a person that's looking at me an opportunity to say, hey, you know, I may not want to be held down by the strings of sex work and or the adult entertainment industry. I may not want to be held down by that. I might want to see if there's, you know, something else for me to do. And here's an example of it right here. And so I'm with it. So, you know, so that's why I'm very open about it.
You are a wonderful, positive example of how you can go ahead and live your life. You know, whatever choices you have made, you have chose to be you and your authentic self. And you live your life, man. You're doing these shows. You're writing books. Yeah. What was the movie you did? What was the movie called?
I did this movie. I've done a couple. Wait a minute. Which movies you talking about? The ones on .com or which ones? Hold on. Wait. No, don't read off the paper because I got so many movies. You talking about you talking about 3 the hard way or 6 the fast way?
No, Trans Me.
Oh, okay. I've done it.
What? Where you go? Where you go?
I thought you was talking about 3 the hard way or 6 the fast way.
No.
Okay, I'm sorry. Because I could tell you about those movies, you know.
Okay.
I did some things. No, it's a movie called Trans Me. It hasn't came out yet. It's a story based off of the Pulse nightclub incidents that transpired back in oh my God, what year was that when the person came in to Pulse and killed all those people?
Oh wow!
In the Pulse nightclub. So it's based off that, and loosely based off that. But I've appeared in a few other movies. Like I've done a movie that's coming out. It was just about to get ready to come out due to the COVID-19 crisis that we're pandemic that fucked everything.
Fucked everything up.
It's a movie called Zola that I'm in. It's
Zola Neale Hurston?
No, Zola. It's about that Twitter feed that went viral, maybe a few years back. The girl was a stripper, and it went viral. Like it was somebody got killed or whatever. But it's a movie. It's already been previewed at the Sundance Film Festival, and according to I had to go look because I haven't seen it yet.
Okay.
But according to God, who was that did a review on it? I think it was hold on, because I posted it on my page. They said that my little part that I had was a very standout part.
Nice. But you didn't
I'm
play
waiting
Zola.
to see it, but the COVID-19 the COVID-19 caused that shit to, because they had messaged me about doing the press for it, and I didn't get an opportunity to even really to do no press and stuff for it because this shit just did the 19. But I'm excited for it because it's a good little part I got in it. It's gonna make people really, really laugh and love me.
Well, that's good. I think people already laugh and love you, and that's why I was mentioning it trans me, because I know you did the porno movies. I love BigDickBitch.com. I mean, that title alone, I don't know where you came up with that title, but who's not gonna want to see what the hell is going on in a movie called Big Dick Bitch?
Listen, I'm gonna click on to see what bitch done stole my motherfucking name. So I mean, hold on. It's let me see. Who reviewed the movie? Yeah, I'm trying to see. It was at Sundance, and what you call it did a shout out on it. I gotta find it, child. It's so much shit on my Instagram. But it was.
But ain't that great?
I'm so excited for it because that was kind of like my big film break that I was like,
yeah.
And I'm not gonna lie to you. On the set, I went on the set, and you know how movie sets go because you've been in so many.
Well, a couple.
Oh, so many. I fell on the movie set.
Okay.
I fell.
Did you
I had
sue?
on stripper shoes. I fell. I tore those people's shoes. I'm surprised they didn't take it out my check. You know how Ike Turner said, "You gonna be fire."
Oh wow!
Fire your ass. I fell on the set, and the people on the set were running around trying to figure out how. Essence gave me a shout out. Essence saw it.
Okay.
Yeah, and they were trying to figure out how the hell did this bitch fall down on the damn.
They weren't worried you was gonna sue.
Well, they thought, that's why they was trying to get that's why they was trying to, they were tapping me all on the head. I mean, tapping me up. I bust my ass in those high ass shoes, but I wouldn't have dared done that. They paid me very well. They paid me very well for my part.
Right.
And, thank you, y'all. Hold on. Thank you guys for telling me that it was Essence.
Okay.
It was a good thing on my part, that I didn't, sue or nothing like that or whatever, because I wasn't gonna sue them. Shit, they paid me good.
There you go. And you have to pick and choose when you're gonna do shit anyway. You don't want to be suing the folks who lining you up to have a big career.
I thought I was the shit walking through there with my titties up, So I bust my ass. Have you ever bust your ass on set?
No, I never fell down, but I wouldn't sue if I fell down just because I want to keep coming back, I mean, unless it was some crazy shit. Like my friend George Wallace, he fell down on a wire at the hotel where he was doing his show. They had put wire on the ground across the stage. He tripped and broke his ankle. Sued and made a grip. At certain times you do it, but if it doesn't kill you, if it don't hurt you, get your ass up and do them lines. Cause there's gonna be a bigger road coming, and they gonna see you a trooper. They gonna see you ain't crying every time you break a nail. Let me ask you this: you said I can ask anything, so you still have your original equipment?
Yes, I do.
I'm just gonna ask, why you keep the dick? If you decided,
I kept the dick, and I think I've answered this question in a way the other day that made me realize, it brought it back to my. This is me. So everybody, ladies and gentlemen that are out there watching, okay. This is the reason why T.S. Madison, kept mine. Okay. I kept my peace because I felt like it kept me and y'all don't think I'm crazy, I felt it kept a connection to me and God.
Huh.
That's my reasoning behind it.
And wait, tell me this. Why do you feel that? Do you feel because that is a part of the original you?
I do.
Okay. Okay.
I do.
All right.
I do.
That's a great answer.
But
That's
because it's my but that's my feelings of why.
And it's your truth.
Yeah. So and plus, hell, I like to get my dick sucked. Don't you like to get your dick sucked?
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
Okay,
ma'am. Thank you for asking that question in public. Yes, I do. And I just want to say, as we're talking, that me and you had a pre-conversation before we came in here. We text. So you already said I could ask you questions. So
anything.
I don't mean,
Listen.
I know you cool with it, but for viewers, I don't want viewers to think that I'm disrespecting you. If you happen to be trans or anything, that ain't about y'all. I'm just talking me and Sister Madison.
Right. And this why, and that's why I keep making a disclaimer, because I need the people to understand that, like, I'm open about this. I'm open. I joke about it. And when people, like, I don't look anything like I have a dick. Have you looked at this face?
I would have never guessed it. I would have never, except, I went to take just a quick peek at the movies that you started doing. And I was like, oh Lord, I can't do it. I can't watch no more.
So I don't look like that. So there are times that when people find out, and I just had this conversation on my morning show this morning, and I asked, I told people, I said, well, I'm not one that gets offended too heavy about that. However, you shouldn't, really go around asking trans people, do they have,
you shouldn't.
What they have. But when people get fascinated by, like, I know I'm a pretty bitch, so bitch be like, damn, you gotta, you want to. You
look beautiful.
No,
you look beautiful.
That's gonna be my next, not to you, because I know I'm not gonna ask you that. But I just listen. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, born in Miami, 1977. What was it? October 22nd.
October 22nd. I am a Libra. I'm actually on the cusp of a Libra and a Scorpio.
Oh,
so
wow.
I got a lot of Libra in me, but I got a stanger. Wait a minute, hold on. In the literal sense, I got a stangler.
So how old were you when you either decided or realized that you wanted to be who you are now? Did you want to be trans?
Honestly, I think there's something that's just like within, but you start discovering yourself. You start discovering yourself when you start to see things in the media that you can associate with, because usually when you're growing up, you don't have anything. Especially, I was raised in the church. I was raised, under God and things like that. And, so my first hearings of what I felt on the inside was hell, damnation. Like, you're going to go to hell.
Right. Can't do that.
And then, then you have suspecting people in your family who think, older generations say, and you see them making these gestures and saying this stuff, and you really, you shun from it, and you're scared, and you don't want this to be what you, because you really don't understand any of what that is. You have no idea what that is. You just know that this is, you different. And
right.
When you finally make a connection to something that you might see, like the first type of representation that I saw of myself was RuPaul. That was the first representation, but it really wasn't the total thing for me. Like RuPaul was the first thing on television that I saw that was remotely close to, I was like, oh my God, I love RuPaul. But the connection for me came when I watched the movie, The Crying Game.
Oh, love The Crying Game.
With Forrest Whitaker.
Forrest Whitaker, yes.
I actually, wait a minute, I got it.
Love The Crying Game. And what a surprise. You didn't see it coming.
You didn't see it coming?
No, you didn't see it coming. And when you sat there and it came, you went, what? Great movie.
Boom. The Crying Game. So I have it. It's one of my favorites. The Crying Game.
Wow.
And for me, when it happened, I was like, that's it. That's it.
That's the feeling you had and couldn't put your finger on it.
I was like, that's it right there.
Yeah.
That's it. That is it. That's
wow.
It.
So how old were you? How old were you around then?
Child, what year this movie came out? My God, today.
That must have came out like
No,
83,
90.
84.
It's just 92.
Oh, 92. Okay.
I think it's just 92, somewhere around 1992. And that's when you really make the connection.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know, early.
Right.
But it's when you make the connection.
Right.
It's like, I get it. That's what it is, you know. And then you start moving forward into trying to, and like in 92, I was 15.
Oh, wow. So you're still a teenager.
56. Yeah, like I was, I think I was 15, yeah. 96, I was like 15 years old.
Huh.
But you start making the dot starts, you know, to connect.
So how important, and I already know the answer, but I want to hear from you. How important is your mother's acceptance of who you are? Because your mother, Miss Mary, seemed to be a very, very big part of your life.
Yeah, she's a huge part of my whole cycle, and it's very important to me. It's very important because, you know, my father is an addict. He's a drug abuser.
Okay.
And he's not like yourself, like trying to get himself clean or whatever. He's a high functioning mother. Okay. I will cut them out. But so I really didn't get an opportunity. That wasn't a figure in my life. However, my grandfather was a huge male figure in my life, taught me, you know, majority of everything. So, you know, but my mother being in the church and raising me in the church and raising me up on Christian stuff, it gets difficult because, you know, you also have the faith that she has because it's embedded in you.
Right.
So, you know, it becomes a test of her faith. It becomes a test of yours or whatever. But I was willing to make the sacrifice and say to myself, like, hey, it's either me or me. And I would leave because my whole goal before it exploded out was for me to live my life quietly, move away, and then come back and introduce the new me. However, it didn't work like that.
Didn't work out like that.
It didn't. It just, I started changing. They noticed me shaving off my eyebrows and stuff like that. And, you know, and then they would hear word out in the street that I had on those little Kim wigs. You know, this was 90 something, you know, I got on Lil' Kim wigs. You know, all out of this trying to look like Lil' Kim and, you know, this type of stuff. So you hear this stuff in the street, and it was very hurtful for my mother. That was a very hurtful thing, you know, and she still has to go through, you know, little stuff in her because she said it's like her son died. She said she had to mourn the death of her son.
Wow.
But, you know, here I go. Boom.
Is your mother there?
Huh?
Is your mother with you right now?
Yes, she can hear you.
Can I see her?
Well, she ain't got no wig on. You can pass that wig.
You said pass that wig over there.
She said though that she can hear you.
Let me show you this. That's my Miss Mary. That's my mama. Her name is Mary as well.
Yes.
Yep, Mary Lena. That's my mama.
Oh, so your mama name is Mary Lena.
Yep, that's my Mary, my Miss Mary. And she means everything. You know, you need some support from family like that to help you stand up and be who you really are, you know?
Well, you need that because, listen, and I try to tell people all the time that, like, don't throw your kids out to the world because the world is going to eat them up. You know what I'm saying? Like that we already have to go through this stuff out in society. We need at least somebody to have their arms around us going through this world. And when you feed your kids out there to the world, they will get devoured. And people don't really understand the power of sexuality, sexual orientation, gender identity, and things of that nature, because you got to look at how strong it is. People will kill you or themselves about sexual identity, gender identity, sexual orientation, they will kill themselves or they will kill you. So you have to understand how, and I think that we as African American people, because I can only speak from that experience because I'm Black.
Right.
We tend to look at that in a way of, you ain't gonna be, boy, go out there and be a man. You know what I'm saying?
Right, right.
Man up, nigga. You know? When all actually, you don't really know what a person is struggling with on the inside. And this is why the suicide rate is very high with trans kids and Black LGBT people, because it's a struggle, especially with the thought in the brain. You don't want to displease your parent. You don't want to displease God, because majority of us is raised in the church.
Right,
you know,
right.
These are things that, but when do you have an opportunity to get to understand and know yourself?
Wow.
People don't be looking at it from that perspective. You get what I'm saying? And like, and this is a journey that you go on, and sometimes you really walk that journey alone.
Yeah.
So when you get that love and that acceptance, or I don't think it's about acceptance for me. I think it's about respect, because here's the thing. My mother is just now getting into a space where she's comfortable with, you know, communicating with me with pronouns like she, her, hers. Because and here's the thing. I'm not gonna feel some kind of way towards my mom about that, about her growing and evolving into that, because I was her son first.
Right. Right.
So, but she does respect me enough,
right,
you know, to grow into that, like to grow into, you know, respecting.
And you respect that it's still an abnormality for her because of how she is raised and her background and spirituality. But for her to start accepting you and opening up to you, it's a tender thing. It's just something that takes a little time.
It's very tender. It's very delicate. However, I have to respect and commend my mother for even stepping out on that, because her faith is very strong in the one. Like, her faith is very strong. It's unshakable.
Right, right.
And that has to be a challenge for her to believe, you know, what she believes in, and to be fully committed and rooted into, you know, her connection with God. But then this is the challenge for her. I'm a big challenge in her faith. Right.
Wow. I want to go on here because you got a bunch of folks who have questions, and let's see what they're asking. Someone said, "Ask you, do you date?"
Well, honey, it's so many definitions of the word date, baby. You start saying date to me, I'm gonna be like, honey, well, the fee is, you know. I haven't dated in a very long time. I'm really at this point. I would say that I've been abstinent. However, I have pulled some panties to the side. You get what I'm saying? Maybe a couple of months back here, maybe 2 months ago, I pulled. They wasn't my panties; they were his.
Wow. Wow.
And so, you know, but I haven't been penetrated. I haven't had any sexual. And that's what I love. I love to be penetrated, honey. I love to bottom. In a relationship, I'd be a verse bottom.
But you were just saying you haven't been penetrated since when?
Well, it's been a couple of years now.
What? Then that means you don't take shit.
I really enjoy that. That's something I enjoy, honey, because I know where the G spot is. You may not have never had your G spot, but I know where the G spot is. It's up under them nuts, honey.
So someone said, would you ever do a TED Talk?
I would love to do a TED Talk, yeah. Like, do they pay good?
Shoot, I don't know if they pay good, but with you doing it, with the type of following you have, your following would quadruple, and
Yeah,
you get.
I'd love to do a TED Talk. Listen, we did a mock TED Talk. I was on the show called The Read
Okay.
earlier in the ending out of what was it earlier? I don't in 2019. I was on a show called The Read. I know we did like a TED Talk thing about titties. You know, about titties.
Okay.
You know, I think Dustin Ross wrote that piece, or somebody wrote that piece. I think it was Dustin. And it was so funny because, you know, it was funny. It was a play on TED Talk or whatever. But I would love to do TED Talk. Sure.
I just wrote this down. I was thinking of the title, Why I'm Cool with Who I Am.
Right.
And I think it would be easy for you to do that as a TED Talk, you know? And if it's any way I can help you figure out how to do it, I'd like to, because I think that for trans kids and trans youth, and you know, some people will say my kids shouldn't be no trans, or well, maybe they shouldn't be, or whatever. But the fuck, they are, and they exist.
Yeah.
And a lot of them exist in a vacuum, and that's why there's so many suicides, because they don't have nobody else they can look up to. They don't have no examples, so they're stuck, and that's where the fear and danger comes in. When I look at you, I applaud who you are standing in your truth, because there's so many young people who want to be able to be open, to be able to take a breath of air and not be frightened every day, want to get to the point where they can get their mamas to open their hearts and to embrace them so that they can live. They just want to live. And you could be a good example.
It's really not an easy thing. It's just that sometimes you have to put your foot down and you have to stand on. It's the literal term is either me or you. And it's going to have to be me. It's going to have to be me, because I can't go through this world. And I see so many men and so many men, so many gay identified people have gotten themselves in a situation. Now, there are gay people that you know, they swap a little bit. You know, they may have a little good sex, you know, with the opposite sex, and they may
right.
And there's some gay people that want to have children the natural way and not any, you know. So this is no shade to them, but for me, I wasn't finna stick my dick in no woman and have no kids with her and fuck up her life down the road and end up at 92 years old being a Caitlyn, you know. But that's Caitlyn's story.
Right.
You know,
that's Caitlin's story.
That's Caitlin's story. That's not mine. That was not going to be mine. I knew who I was and what it was going to be. And then when I watched Caitlyn Jenner's story, I'm like, man, even though she's not ashamed or embarrassed about her kids, it's just that she took so long and she put everybody in front of herself. You know, and it got all the way down to she's where she is now, and then it's like, okay, I'm a transition. Hi guys, hi,
right?
Hey everybody, it's me. What's up, everybody? Hi guys, it's me, Caitlyn. And as much as, you know, as much as flaws as Caitlyn had in her public transition and stuff like that, because Caitlyn kind of became, you know, used as the face of, you know, the trans movement and the trans conversation and stuff like that. She was necessary. She was necessary to, you know, get the ball rolling for people to you know, understand stuff about trans. I even though I give her a hard time, because the bitch went down there and voted for Trump, and we told that stupid ass white hoe bitch that you need to have your shit together and understand
that
right. You, at the end of the day, you's a trans girl. They don't give a fuck. You voting for this motherfucker on the script of being a white man, girl. That white man is dead.
That's right. That's right.
You're a white woman now, girl.
There you go.
And you know, but you know, at the end of the day, I give her a hard time. However, her presence and her existence was necessary for the movement to, you know, cross. Because at first it was Laverne. You know, Laverne Cox was before.
Right, Laverne Cox.
Was before. Laverne Cox was really a big figure. Well, she still is.
She still is
a big figure in the movement. However, when she was a part of the transgender tipping point, and when she came out, I kind of like was on that end too. Like, but I was just on the bad end because I was the one that was running through the backyard naked and coming to the door saying, "Come on in, bitch.com." So the trans community kind of saw me as a detriment to the movement, because it was just like, hey, we're here, we're who we are, and we don't want to be made fun of, and it seemed as though that I was going against what they were really trying to stand for, when really it wasn't. It was me just at that time in my life. I was out there trying to hustle up money to pay for, to make BigDickBitch.com. That's where I was making my money.
Right.
So I ran through the house, through the yard naked, telling them to come on, join BigDickBitch.com. But what I didn't know is that I was also a part of the transgender movement. Like, I didn't know that at the time. I just was in it trying to make money, and I was letting those advocate girls be advocates. But I didn't realize I was going to blossom and transition over into that. I didn't know that my voice. I thought that my voice didn't matter. I thought it didn't matter because I was so heavily scrutinized for being a sex worker, being a part of the underground everything, So here I am today.
Okay. Someone asked, how do you tell someone that you are transgender? How do you let someone know that you're interested about being trans, and how do you bring it up?
Well, me, I'm going to be 43 years old this year. I ain't got the time. So when a man is interested, I have to let him know. I have to tap him on his shoulder and say, "Hey, listen, I like to joust. Do you? Do you know how to joust, nigga? I like to joust. Do you know how to joust? I'm a sword fight type of girl, bitch. So, what we gonna do? Have you ever played He-Man and She-Ra, bitch? But no, honestly, I try my best to be very, because it can be a little difficult, especially when you like a guy, or if a gentleman is trying to court you, right? And he's interested, and you don't really want to lose that interest, But I've come to figure out that I got a succubus attached to me.
A what?
A succubus. The I is silent. I suck, you bust. You
You stupid.
the I is silent. But
okay,
I've always had I felt like I've had a sexual spirit attached to me, and when I pull a man, Mama, why are you looking at me like that, girl? When I pull a man and a man is really so deep down into it, I look deep in his eyes and I tell him, "Hey, how you like your girls? Do you like your girls like you like your chicken? Bone in or boneless?" And if a man tell me he like boneless chicken,
you a bone-in chicken?
Oh, I'm a bone. I'm the chicken on the bone. I'm a bone-in chicken.
Wait, so you're getting a lot of beautiful compliments about how beautiful you are and how beautiful Miss Mary is. And I saw your mom, and I wasn't.
She ain't got a wig on. I would have told
her.
Because she told her to slide over here, baby. But she ain't got on a wig, honey. She was
but she looked young like you.
Yeah.
I saw the picture, and I was like, wait, is this her mother or is this her sister?
My mommy. My mother had me when she was young, so it was just like she was a very grown up for her age. Like, she had me when she was 15 years old. When did you have me? Mom, if you do the age, she had me young. It wasn't something that she planned on doing. It just happened. And I think that she grew up.
Wow.
I kind of grew up with my mother. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So she your best friend?
That's my good girlfriend, honey. I don't tell her everything. I tell her almost everything.
What about this Craig dude? That dude is funny as hell. I saw him.
You like my Craig?
He was so funny.
Listen, and I get a chance to Jones on Craig, because Craig is my showrunner for my show, The Queen Supreme Court. And I get a chance to Jones on. I love him. I love him. I love him to death. He came in and he fixed it to where, you know, got me a little organized and stuff like that or whatever, you know. And I always make this joke. This is the new joke I got for him. Because, you know, he done got all this money since he was a
showrunner?
No, not the showrunner. That too. But since he was since all this COVID-19 stuff done come in, he done filed unemployment, got all kinds of funds coming in. And listen, you know, here's what we used to call feminine. We call men blouses. That's like a feminine top. So I used to say, I told him this morning, I said, Craig, you was a Target top, like a top you get from Target. Right. Now you just got all this money. Now you a Bloomingdale blouse. That's those fellas.
Can I talk to you about some of the fights you're having out here?
Yeah, come on.
So what happened with your manager, Gio? Y'all fell out? What? I was watching this dude named Armand talking about it yesterday.
Well, here's the thing. Mm-hmm. This was Gio's perception of me was his, and that's I haven't badmouthed him since he walked out and chose to make his decision to leave, you know. And I ain't gonna badmouth him now.
Don't.
And here's the thing: have I been a perfect boss? No, ain't no boss perfect. Mm-hmm. Has he been a perfect manager? No, he's not been a perfect manager. Yeah. Did he do his job when it was time for him to do his job? Yes, he did his job. Mm-hmm. You know, and he has whatever discrepancies he has with me. Since we've separated, I wish him the best in all of his endeavors.
All right.
Armand has made disparaging videos about me. However, I had to go back and I had to search. See, here's the thing about me. I have to go back and I have to search. Like if 15 people are coming out against you, and they're saying these things about you, you got to be a real ass bitch and sit down and be like, let me listen and actually hear what these people are saying about me and reevaluate myself and see where's the flaw. Right. Where is the flaw with me to cause this rift in this situation? And the thing about it is, I might not have been the greatest friend, and it could have, you know, it might have made him feel some type of way about me, and you know, I've extended my hand and say, hey, let me take responsibility for anything that I done did you wrong, because my mother told me, boo, the Bible says deal with your adversaries quickly. You know, I'm a Libra. This is the Libra part of me. I don't like a lot of confrontation, and sometimes I might not jump on the first thing that happens. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I may not confront it when it first happens, and sometimes things can fester, and you let it grow, and it becomes a sore, and you know. So I done tried to solve.
You done moved on.
What's going on?
You've moved on. You processed it.
Listen, I done forgave. I've communicated with Armand. I done communicated with him. You know, I don't have a problem. I don't. You know, I don't like a lot of the things that he did. You know, online. He was angry, and that's no excuse. But I don't like a lot of the stuff that happened. You know, because I felt like I don't like that public stuff from friends. Like I'm not gonna go and get online and be fussing and arguing, but I'm not gonna hold that. You understand what I'm saying?
Okay. Wait, I gotta read this. This person wrote, "I love you, Madison." Wait, oh God, it disappeared. Where's it at? Where's it at? It said, "I love you, Madison. I used to think that I was trans," and they said they used to think that they were trans, but now they don't. I'm not sure what they were saying. Them words flew out of here before I could read them. They were really good though, girl. The shit was juicy. I was about to jump in there because the shit was juicy. Wait a minute. Wow. It got away. Okay. That got away from me. So I ain't gonna worry about that. Let's move that out the way. Let's get on back down to where we were. Again, childish manipulating this audience with public beef. Almost every other sentence is "I love you, Madison." That's
I
almost...
love. Listen, I love my. I love my fan base. My fan base is a lifeline to me, and I want them to know that because my fan base. I don't sell coochie no more. Well, I never was. Really, I was never really selling coochie, but you know.
But it came with the package.
It came with the package. You know? But my fan base has really grown with me. They've seen me on my roller coasters and stuff of up and down, up and down, up and down. They've seen people come in and out of my life. Like I've been on the internet since 2005, 2006. So I've got fans from 15 years that have been with me for a very long time. So, you know, they're my life force. And like, I don't care how big I get in the world, I'm going to always have a private space where I can entertain my fans in the private space. You know what I'm saying? Like, I love them. I get on tour. I go on tour and they pack the rooms out to see me. And hell, them tickets don't be cheap, but they come out to see me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Maddie, do you want children ever? Oh, you didn't hear me?
I couldn't. What you say?
I said, do you want children ever? Oh, shit. Okay. I can even hear your mama laughing about that. Wait, let me ask you about this girl who came in to talk for you named something Cherry. Cherry Boom?
That's my girl, yeah.
But her voice was so gravelly. But the voice didn't look like it went with her because she's got this little body.
And she's like, pretty. Isn't she beautiful?
She's beautiful.
She's beautiful.
But she was like speaking up for you, and she was like, "Stay off my girl." And I was like,
"Yeah, oh, that's my girl. I love her." Listen.
Is she New York?
No, she's from the South. She's from Tennessee.
Okay.
Let me tell you something. We all ain't gonna be blessed with no soft ass voice. We got chain smoking ass grandbabies with gravelly ass voices. Go in there and get my goddamn cigarettes, you motherfucker. Go in there and get my damn cigarettes. You know, so we got old chain smoking ass grandbaby named Ernestine somewhere with a cigarette in her mouth right now. Boy, go down there and get me up.
That's right.
Like a cool menthol. Get your ass somewhere and sit down. So the voice don't make the woman.
Tell me this: what is your supreme dream? I'm talking about what is your passion? If you could do anything in this whole wide world and people would pay you for it, love you for it, they see you coming. Oh my God, here come Maddie. You wouldn't need an alarm clock to get up in the morning. You'd be so excited about life.
I'm doing it now.
You're doing it right now. You're living your authentic self.
I'm doing it right now. I get to wake up and minister to the people.
Yeah.
Minister to people who watching me, who love me. You know, I get to minister my life, my ups and my downs to them. I get an opportunity to change lives. You know what I'm saying? I get an opportunity to be a part of people's, like, growing with people. I teach people how to make money. It's just, I used to be, back in the day, I used to write down on a piece of paper. This is why it's very important that you, and I don't know if you do this, you got to write things down and make it plain. Like the book say, write it down,
make it plain.
Habakkuk 2:2. Habakkuk 2:2 say, write it down and make it plain. I remember me being young back in the day, writing down, said I wanted to be a teacher. I wanted to be a scientist. A teacher and a scientist were the two things, and I want to be on TV. These were three things I wrote down. When I really look back over my life, I have created a formula. Scientists creates formulas, right?
Right.
I've created a formula on how to tell people how to get it, what to get it, when to get it, how to do it. And also with this formula, I'm teaching them. So I'm a teacher, and boom, I'm on the worldwide internet, which is the new TV. Boom!
The information highway. Everybody's watching. Wow.
You know, I want to go back to a question you asked me earlier.
Okay.
You asked me about children.
Yes.
I'm not a big thing on responsibility like that.
Okay.
Okay, I'm answering the question.
Did your mama say true?
I'm not big for, like, I don't like anything tying me down. And this is possibly why I don't got no man. Because I don't like nothing tying me down. I don't like anything questioning me. I don't like anything asking me my whereabouts, when, what, where, and how. I don't like anything having power over me like that. So with me saying that, children is the biggest. All parents, I commend you. I bow to parents and dog owners.
And dog owners.
When I got to pee, I get up and pee. I can't be calculating when this motherfucking dog got to pee. I don't even want no dog.
That's right.
You know, and I can't be over here. I barely want to feed my big ass. I want my mama to be in there frying bacon and sauteing for me, to be having to get up and feed some children. You know, I don't want that type of responsibility. Maybe when I get older down the line, maybe if God bless me to see 55, 50, something in that place,
you may have a change of heart.
I might consider it. And I might consider getting married in that area, around about 50.
Okay, I got to stop you because we ain't got but a little time left. I got to tell you that so many people said how beautiful you are. The whole time this thing was going, they talked about how beautiful your hair is. They talked about how beautiful your spirit is. I want to talk about how beautiful your mind is, you know, and that you're thinking in terms of also helping other people and standing as an example to folks who also have to make it through this life and figure it out. They have to navigate these waters. And when they can look at you and say, hey, I'm different too, but I can be different and I can be happy and I can be bold and I can be great. So you set as a very, very great example to people. And I really, really appreciate that. I applaud that. I salute that, you know, from you. And we only got like 3 or 4 minutes left because I thought this was going to be hard to get through, but we've been moving like that, you know?
Well,
and so I want you to say...
Hold on. You think because I got this Tupperware in my ass, it was going to be hard to get through?
You are such a great, great person. Tell the people the last thing you want them to know. What are you doing? Where can they find you?
Well, I'm sitting over here, you know, quarantining in the COVID-19. And when the COVID-19 is over, I don't know what the hell going on. You just got to keep your eyes open, honey. You heard some of the rumors. All rumors ain't true, but some are. And, you know, you just got to stay tuned to what's going on. You know, the TS has been in your chest for all these years. I'm going to stay in your chest until the good Lord call me home. Yeah. And that's just what it's going to be, you know. And listen, you need to tell them folks out there in California to get me a TED Talk, and we need to put us a comedy special together. We're
going to do something for real. I'm not playing with you.
Listen,
and some people said we should do a movie together. We're going to do something.
Me, you, Flame. You know
Flame. I love Flame Monroe.
That Flame, that's my girl.
I love Flame Monroe. Now, we go way back.
That's my girl, honey.
Absolutely. Yeah. I'm going to make sure I get your information. Tell people your website, where they can reach you at.
Well, you can reach me on YouTube. Come on to the tube. YouTube.com/TS Madison Hinton, baby. Come over there. I got the Queen Supreme Court. I got Maddie in the Morning. I got Beyond the Bench. I got the TS Madison Chronicles, honey.
Yes.
I got the Lifted T Hour coming back. I got a whole network over there on my channel, you know, until
this has been
until the COVID-19 tell us that we can get back to them other things that I got going on.
Girl, it's been a plum pleasing pleasure. Swear to God. You're really great. I thought it was going to be great, but I had no idea it would be this great. Will you please hug Miss Mary for me? That's right, little sweet potatoes. And take care of yourself. Stay healthy. And I'm going to help you figure out that TED Talk. And I want to do one too. But yours will be phenomenal. You would really be able to lift people up. And I already wrote the title down. So we're going to talk about that. We're going to stay in touch with you. Tell them your webpage.
My webpage is the Queen Supreme Court or the Real T.S. Madison. And if you're looking for some dark and in the outskirts, it's BigDickBitch.com.
BigDickBitch.com. I love it. And I love how you did what you had to do until you could afford to do what you want to do. You make me proud today. Thank you very much. I'm honored. I appreciate you so much.
Thank you so much for having me. I had a very good time. And inbox me when the shit over with.
I'm telling you, I swear I will. God bless you. See you
too,
later.
baby. All right, baby.
Amazing.
Thank you.
She was amazing, amazing, amazing. I knew it was going to be good. I didn't know it was going to be that good, but it was that good, y'all. Okay, you know, every Wednesday I'm going to be here. Tomorrow, you know, on Thursdays at 11:30 in the morning, I'm here and I read books to the children. So I'm going to do like 2 children books. I'll break out a puppet. I'll do some silly shit. Ain't no cussing on Thursday because I'll be talking to the kids. Next week, I will be here at 3 o'clock with Russell Simmons, yo. An hour with Russell Simmons right here. Come back the week after that, Roland Martin. Then Miss Juicy, baby, the reality personality star from Ricky Smiley show. Then Tabitha Brown, and then Raheem Dushan. I'm telling you, we rocking it over here every 6 p.m. at Wednesday here with the great interviews with Michael Colyar. Please follow me every morning. I get up and do prayer. Facebook Live at 7 a.m. and Instagram at 7:15. And we talking about a Pacific time. We talking about in the morning, early in the morning here on the West Coast. Get up and pray with me. It's 10 minutes of prayer. I really only do 2 minutes of prayer. Then it's 8 minutes of jokes and bullshit. But it gets you focused and clear. Stay focused. Stay clear. Remember, we can beat this thing. They keep talking about how many people died from coronavirus and how many people got it. But they don't want to tell you 124,000 people have beat it. So just keep building your immune system. Keep God first. Everything's about family and God. Once you get that down, everything else takes care of itself. I am your boy, your man, your servant, your friend. I am Michael Colyar, and I hope you had a good time. I'll see y'all later, maybe tomorrow when we're reading books. All right, bye-bye. Thank you, thank you, thank you, T.S. Madison. Woo! Did y'all like the wig? Okay, I gotta go. Bye. I'm gonna hit end now. Come in. It's off. I should be hitting end now. That's how it works. I do it each week. Okay. So I hit end now.